Texans all along the Gulf Coast are bracing for Beryl, and parts of Galveston are under voluntary evacuation order. Joining us now is Galveston County Judge Mark Henry. Good morning, Judge. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us what parts of the area are expected to be impacted the most?
At this point, it looks like the entire county will be impacted, with the most significant impacts being tidal surge and freshwater rain. And that's going to be the entire county from San Luis Pass to High Island over on Bolivar Peninsula. So we are preparing for high tides, storm surge, and even high winds.
And you talked about preparing. What are some preparations that Galveston County is making?
We have our road and bridge crews out right now trying to find debris in ditches or anywhere that can become airborne. One of the forecasts I saw has 60-mile-an-hour winds possible. So we're encouraging everyone, please go pick up loose items in your yards that might become airborne torpedoes once those kinds of winds hit us. And so we're doing that, and we're asking residents to do the same thing as well.
That's so important. And right now there's a voluntary evacuation. Can you tell us what that means exactly and what it would take in order for a mandatory evacuation to be put in place?
The city of Galveston, not the county, but the city of Galveston ordered or asked for a voluntary evacuation from the west end of Galveston Island. And they also said they would suspend trash service tomorrow, as I understand it. And that's a good call, because those trash cans are exactly what I was just talking about, becoming airborne with a 60-mile-an-hour wind. We would only anticipate an evacuation on Bolivar Peninsula should ferry service be cut off, and if the storm surge and tides top over Highway 87. That has happened in the past, so it's not out of the question. It hasn't. We haven't ordered that just yet.
All right, and you mentioned that crews are out kind of monitoring this situation as well. What would you want residents to know, if they're thinking about getting out, if they're just doing some last-minute preparations, what would you encourage them to do?
The same thing they should always do: make a plan, build your kit, and certainly stay informed with credible news information. That's very important. As you know, this storm has changed dramatically from what was forecast 8 days ago, and it's unfortunately changed to our detriment. So just pay attention. It could change again while it's getting closer to land. It hasn't made landfall yet. So just stay informed, and we will keep you as up to date as we can on information.
And what kind of impacts are y'all preparing for? I know that there's supposed to be storm surge, and you mentioned making sure you tying up any loose ends that you may have at your property. Can you just kind of explain what exactly y'all are bracing for?
Well, we always prepare for the worst and then hope for the best. So we are preparing for a Category 1 hurricane, hoping that we won't see anywhere near that. But that is the plan. In addition to the road and bridge crews, if there are significant power outages or any kind of evacuation, we will bring in additional law enforcement to protect people's private property.
All right. And where can people go for more information?
GCOEM.org. That's Galveston County Office of Emergency Management, GCOEM.org.
All right. Thank you so much, Judge, for joining us this morning.
Thank you.